Welcome to the first of our absolute live shows from the Centre of Excellence here in the pit garage. As you can see, all around me are racers who just finished the qualifying show. This is, of course, the qualifying being brought. This show is brought to you by Proline, it's brought to you by Team Durango, and it's brought to you by Audi UK. We are going to try and talk to as many of the top drivers we can find. Obviously, at the moment, they're quite busy, trying to clear up what they've got. Obviously, the top drivers have just finished their rounds. They're still looking to claim their cars back from scrutineering. It's just behind here. You can see his hat. This is where he actually does his pitting there. There's no Robert, obviously. So I've got Darren Bloomfield, who is, of course, currently the reigning European champion. I'll just bring him into our live camera action here. Darren, it's safe to say that yesterday really didn't go to plan, and for your European Championship defence didn't get off to a particularly good start.
No, not really. I struggled with traction a little bit. I think it was a little bit in the tyre choice, a little bit in the car. It came together then. I'm just waiting to see what I got. I don't know if it was maybe a 6, 7 or something like that. Yeah. Definitely, for sure, the best and the most confidence I've driven around the track with. It's looking tight for a semi.
Did you change it a lot from this morning to this afternoon, or is it just suddenly the brain clicked in on this surface? No,
I changed it. I changed it a lot all the time, just changing different things, trying to improve what we had. The main thing we went to this time was actually, for the first time this weekend, I used the Enduro, which is obviously one of my favourite tyres. We hadn't used it up until now because we thought that the whole small block, small tyre thing was the way to go. But with a couple of guys who broke out some big Proline big blocks, we were like, oh. And I thought, with just one run to go, I need a good score to try and get me some confidence, let alone anything else. So I thought we'll go for the equivalent, which is also obviously my favourite tyre. So I think it just put my mind at ease, and if that wasn't going to work, nothing was. So.
Thanks, Darren. Cheers very much. So we need to try and find our next victims, whoever that victim may be. A man on a bicycle is not a victim. Unfortunately, Robert Bataille just walked the wrong way, which is annoying. To the X-ray tent. I'm going to go and run after. Look, Nick running for Robert Bataille. Robert, we spoke to you yesterday. I think, by my calculation, that last round was good enough to put you second overall. Do you feel you're lacking some pace to David Ronnefalk, or are you just lacking a bit of luck?
I made the last qualifying. I crashed in the triple-double because there was a car there crashed, and I cannot see it, and I go outside, and then the marshal didn't allow me to see so good the car. So I crashed, but I think even without the crash I couldn't beat David, so it's just faster than everyone.
So how are you going to beat him tomorrow, or is a long race a completely different game than what we're seeing here in these 5-minute heats?
It will be hard for sure. I mean, the track is so difficult to be consistent during mainly 45 minutes. So we'll see what happens in 45 minutes, because if you crash one time, it's so difficult to go much faster than the others. So I don't know, we will see what happens.
Well, thank you very much, and go and do a bit of wrenching. Now, I'm not sure, but I think somewhere behind here is where our third place qualifier, Reno Savoya, lives. And in fact, not only does he live there, and there he is, look, Reno Savoya. Reno, looking quite good, and a few mistakes in the last round, but you TQ'd around. You must be really pleased with that.
Yeah, I mean, I TQ'd the 4th round, and the 5th round we tried something on the car, harder compound, harder springs on the back. The objective was to try and make the car better for tomorrow and not getting the TQ. So the car wasn't better, I crashed, so I didn't manage to get a better round, but I'm really happy with today's qualification anyway.
This is a very, very close championship. The difference we've seen in qualifying between Hero and Zero, we say, is literally one accident. How is that going to play out in the finals, do you think?
It depends on the car, it depends on the tires, on the drivers, but I think on that track especially, it's really hard to drive close together, because every corner has to be taken one way or the other, and it's either sliding or getting to the inside and really short. So many drivers, we have different driving style, and I think it will be hard to fight without crashing.
Well, best of luck, thank you for talking to us. Now, where is David? I may have to go and talk to someone else, but I can't find David, obviously. That's what we need. David, can we have a quick word? We're live at the moment on the EFRA TV. You were absolutely brilliant in round 1. You were absolutely brilliant in round 2. You were absolutely brilliant in round 3, and you were brilliant in round 5. What happened in round 4?
Yeah, in round 4, I just got off a bad start, crashed in the first lap. Then I tried to make up the time I lost. I catch some traffic, and I made another crash, and it was already done. So I just made some angry laps on the end, another crash, and it was really bad. But I think I was 13, so it wasn't that bad.
I mean, the car has looked, when you've put a lap together, you are the fastest car on the track, and you have got that little bit of advantage over everyone else. But in many ways, that was the same last year, and the result wasn't what you wanted. But what can you do to change what happened last year?
Yeah, I'm just being more prepared this year. I've done some practice before the race, and it went real good. I also think I learned something from last year's final. I don't know if I got nervous last year, but I could see Darren's car come out of the straight when I was in the end, and the next lap he was a little bit closer, and then I just started to think too much. And yeah, I hope I learn from that and just don't make the same mistake.
I mean, you are looking up to the class of field. This is your machine itself, and it's interesting. You get a quick look there. These are the sort of tyres people are running. There's no pins in this track, and it's covered in chalk. And obviously you're doing very well, but you've done very well for the last 3 or 4 events. Do you actually like this surface? Is it a surface that's fun to drive on?
Yeah, I really like the track and the surface. The surface is pretty different from all other tracks we've been racing on. It's slippery, it's a pretty easy track, but it's hard to go fast. I think everyone can go make a lap without mistake, but it's you just need to be smooth and calm. You get the traction to the track. If you push too hard, I think you'll just lose time if you spins out and stuff like that. So I just to keep everything smooth is the key to be fast here.
David, congratulations TQ. Fantastic driving for 4 out of the 5 rounds. And you were very entertaining when you drive angry, so thank you very much. That was great stuff. So if you want to see David Ronnefalk driving angry or even driving well, you can just go back on the archive and watch the whole day here in Reims at www.rcracing.tv. And we're back tomorrow morning for all the action from the finals here in France for the European 1/8 Off-Road Champions. Please join us on www.rcracing.tv.